Deputy Chief of the Naval Staff Material. Your Excellency, the charge the affairs of the High Commission of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Islamabad, Ambassador Babagana Amadu. Your Excellencies, very senior military officers of the Pakistan Armed Forces, Director Generals, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, here present, Your Excellencies, Defense Advisors, and military attaches, and their darling spouses here present, captains of defense industries and heads of various businesses, government and non-government parastatals here present, members of the academia, distinguished invited guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. I am indeed honored to stand before you today, the 15th of January 2024, as we gather to pay tribute to our fallen comrades who have paid the ultimate sacrifice so that Nigeria and indeed humanity may be a better place for all. This day is also set aside to celebrate our colleagues who toil day and night in missions within and outside Nigeria in service of my great country. The Chief Guest, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed heartwarming to host you all on this special day, and I wholeheartedly welcome you all. I must also say thank you for honoring us with your presence. As we celebrate, I wish to briefly recall the giant strides made by the Nigerian Armed Forces from its humble beginnings as a small constabulary force of Lieutenant John Glover of the British Navy in 1863 to the present-day modern tri-service entity. We also particularly acknowledge with pride the selfless sacrifices made by our troops during the world wars and under the auspices of the United Nations, African Union, amongst others. Special mention must also be made of the liberation of sister West African countries of Sierra Leone and Liberia from rebel incursions in the 1990s. I beg your pardon. Special mention must also be made of the liberation of sister West African countries of Sierra Leone and Liberia from rebel incursions in the 1990s and the ongoing peacekeeping efforts in the Gambia and Guinea-Bissau by Nigerian gallant troops. These indeed have contributed in no small measure to the ensuing stability being enjoyed by these countries today. Hence, the celebration affords us the opportunity to project the Nigerian Armed Forces as an instrument of regional stability, national pride, prestige, unity, and development. Nigeria, and indeed our armed forces, has continued to partner with many friendly countries, including those of the distinguished guests here today, to build a sustained and a more secure world, especially in the fight against the various threats to our collective survival, such as the recent menace of terrorism. As you are aware, Nigeria also had its fair share of this menace, although affected areas of the Boko Haram crisis have largely returned to normalcy with the terrorists effectively defeated. Stabilization efforts have also commenced, and these are so far being effectively sustained, I must gladly mention. In this regard, permit me to recognize and acknowledge the unflinching support of the Pakistan Armed Forces. Indeed, the Pakistan Armed Forces have always partnered with the Armed Forces of Nigeria in several fields, including training, exercises, staff exchanges, amongst others. To buttress this relationship, the Nigerian Armed Forces has also inducted the Pakistani Super Mushak trainer aircraft and the JF-17 Thunder fighter aircraft. We have also in recent years scaled up cooperation in so many other fields, cutting across the various services. For example, the staff talks between both armed forces have become more regular, amongst others. Indeed, we truly appreciate your friendship. I must also recognize and welcome the various ambassadors and high commissioners here present, defense advisors here present, and their dear spouses, whose armed forces have also partnered with us in several fields, for which we are indeed grateful. These partnerships have assisted the armed forces of Nigeria to transform, innovate, and enhance its capabilities in line with the changing security dynamics of the 21st century. Hence, I would like to seize this opportunity to continue to solicit your collaboration and friendship in your various capacities until security threats are completely eradicated from our soil and the world at large. The Chief Guest, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Please permit me to invite you to pay tributes to our fallen heroes by rising as we play the last post in honor of our fallen colleagues. Those in headgear are please requested to salute. Finally, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me at this point most sincerely thank Vice Admiral Abid Hamid, Ilani entire military, for honoring us with his esteemed presence. Sir, we are most grateful to you. And to other members of the high table and invited guests, I once again appreciate you all for your presence, which has indeed added glamour to this event. May I at this point have the last post. Thank you very much. May please be seated. Once again, finally, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me at this point most sincerely thank our chief guest, Vice Admiral Abid Hamid Ilal entire military, for honoring us with his esteemed presence. Sir, we are most grateful to you. To other members of the high table and invited guests, I once again appreciate you all for your presence, which has indeed added glamour to this event. To the organizing committee, my able organizing committee, management staff of Marriott Hotel, as well as everyone who has contributed to the success of this event, I say well done and a big thank you. Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Long live Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Pakistan-Nigeria friendship, Zindabad.